Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that feels like it's been whispered through generations, a tale of destiny, courage, and the magic that lies within. So, grab your coziest blanket, settle in, and let's get lost in the world of Wahula. Our story begins with a young woman, her heart filled with a singular, powerful dream to become a queen. Not just any queen, but a queen of Wahula, a legendary, ancient land whispered to be the birthplace of all queens. It was a legacy she felt deep in her bones, a calling that echoed in her soul. But dreams and reality often clash, don't they? Her family, grounded in the practicalities of the world, couldn't understand her ambition. They saw it as a fantasy, a dangerous distraction from the life they had planned for her. Their words were walls, and with every no, she felt her dream slipping further away. But the fire in her heart was too bright to be extinguished. One night, under the cloak of darkness, she made a choice that would change everything. She packed a small bag with her hopes and a heart full of defiance and slipped out of her home. The silent streets felt like a new world already. Her feet carried her to the bus station, a gateway to the unknown. As she boarded the bus, the city lights blowing behind her, she felt a mix of terror and exhilarating freedom. She was finally chasing her destiny, running toward a place she only knew from legends. She found a seat by the window, watching the world fly by. The rumble of the engine was a lullaby, and soon her eyes grew heavy. The journey was long, and sleep eventually took her. She didn't know how much time had passed, but she was jolted awake not by an arrival, but by a sudden, violent lurch. A deafening screech of tires, the horrifying sound of twisting metal, and then darkness. The world spun into chaos. Her next conscious thought was the feeling of cool grass beneath her fingertips. A throbbing pain pulsed in her head. She blinked, trying to clear the fog from her mind. Where was she? The sky, once a familiar blue or grey, was now a soft, pearlescent white, shimmering with an otherworldly light. She slowly pushed herself up, her whole body aching. And that's when she saw it. Everything round her, from the blades of grass to the towering trees in the distance, was bathed in a brilliant, breathtaking gold. It wasn't just a color. It was an essence, a light that seemed to hum with ancient power. Her eyes widened in disbelief. This wasn't the world she had left behind. As she stood there, awestruck and confused, a figure began to materialize in the luminous white sky. It was a woman, regal and radiant, floating as if the air itself was her throne. She wore robes that seemed woven from starlight and a crown that held the glow of 1,000 suns. A magnificent red carpet, seemingly made of pure energy, unfurled from the sky and rolled out to her feet. The figure's voice, like the chiming of golden bells, echoed through the air, beckoning her forward. "Come here," it said. Hesitantly, our young dreamer took a step, then another, her feet sinking slightly into the ethereal carpet. Each step felt heavier than the last, filled with a mixture of fear and profound wonder. As she drew closer, she could see the queen's face serene, powerful, and timeless. She finally found her voice, a small whisper in the vast, golden landscape. "Hello. Who are you?" The queen in the sky smiled, a gesture that seemed to make the whole world brighter. "I am sorry," she declared, her voice resonating with authority and kindness. "The queen of all queens. And you, little one, are in Wahula land." The name hit her like a lightning bolt. Wahula. It was real. She had made it. Tears welled in her eyes as the queen continued, "This is a place where wishes take root and destinies are forged. Tell me, What do you wish for yourself? The answer was immediate, bursting from her heart without a moment's hesitation. It was the same dream that had driven her from her home, the same hope that had carried her through the darkness. I wanted to become a queen, she confessed, her voice trembling with the weight of her lifelong desire. But I don't know how. Queen Sorry listened, her gaze filled with understanding. Then, in a gesture of profound respect, she bowed. As she did, a swirling cloud of golden, sparkling butterflies erupted from her form. They fluttered round the young woman, a whirlwind of light and magic. Each butterfly that touched her skin dissolved into a shower of glittering dust, wrapping her in a warm, transformative embrace. She felt a surge of power, a connection to something ancient and immense. Her simple clothes melted away, reforming into the magnificent attire of an Egyptian queen. A golden headdress settled upon her brow, and robes the color of the earth and clouds draped round her. She could feel the power of the land and the sky flowing through her veins. When the last butterfly faded, she was no longer standing on the carpet, but floating gently, her feet landing softly on the golden ground of Wahula. She slowly opened her eyes, and the world looked different, sharper, clearer. She saw it not just with her eyes, but with her soul. In that moment, she understood. The journey to the crash, the arrival, it was all part of her coronation. She wasn't just a visitor in Wahula anymore. She was its new ruler, the queen who had dreamed her way into existence. She was the queen of Wahula. What an incredible journey of finding your power and believing in your destiny, even when no one else does. It reminds us that sometimes the greatest risks lead to the most magical rewards. What did you think of her transformation? Let me know in the comments below. If you loved this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of magic and wonder. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.